Hello students, welcome to Rayat Shikshan Samstha's Rayat Online School Education Rose Project. I am Patil V.S. from Sadguru Gadge Maharaj College, Karad. My subject is English. Students, in our textbook, there are 4 sections. Section first is prose. Students, today we are going to learn Unit 1.3, The Call of the Soil, A Scent of Rice, written by Venkat Iyer. Students, this lesson is divided into 2 parts. Students, before going to learn the lesson, first we will solve some activities under icebreakers. Activity first, discuss the following with your partner and complete the following sentences. Students, in this activity, there are some incomplete sentences. Now we will complete it. First, before eating apples brought from the market, I wash and peel them up to get rid of dirt and pesticides. Second, in a farmer's market, we find locally grown fresh fruits and vegetables. Third, food adulteration means, student, food adulteration means the addition of an inferior substance to a food item in order to increase the quantity of the food item. Fourth, organic food is grown by using natural fertilizers, natural pesticides and traditional seeds. Fifth, organic fertilizer means fertilizers of organic origin such as compost manure, green manure and bone meal. Next activity, complete the following web diagram. Rice varieties available at my grocer's shop. Students, you know varieties of rice such as Basmati, Ambe Mohar, Kolam, Jasmine. These are varieties of rice. Activity second, discuss and write down the difference between conventional farming and organic farming. Students, let's see difference between conventional farming and organic farming. Chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides, hybrids are used in conventional farming, whereas organic fertilizers, organic pesticides, traditional seeds are used in organic farming. In conventional farming, extra use of chemicals and pesticides may affect on ecosystem. Organic farming is more ecological and good for health. Students, let's see about the writer. Venkat Iyer, born in 1966, is a highly versatile personality. He is a science graduate and worked as a project manager for software implementation with IBM. He worked 17 years in the IT industry. He had quit his job in 2004 to live on his organic farm in Pet Village in Dahanu Taluka, Palghar district, Maharashtra. His famous book, Move Over Microchips, Adventures of a Techie Turned Farmer. He says about his decision, it was not a career change, but a lifestyle change I was looking for. Today, not only does he deliver lectures on organic farming, but also has joined hands with organic farmers. Students, let's see about the title. The title, The Call of the Soil, throws light on the writer's journey from techie to a farmer. Although the writer belongs to the IT industry, he pursues people to turn towards organic farming. Student, let's see about the theme of the lesson. Main theme of this lesson is importance of organic farming and the writer's struggle to find out Deshi variety of rice. Student, let's see about the lesson. The lesson, The Call of the Soil, is a short extract from his book MOOC over Microchips. It is about the writer's journey as a farmer, his first crop, and his trust on nature. It throws light on the writer's attempts to find a good variety of traditional rice to grow as against the hybrids used by the other farmers. Students, in this lesson, there are major character and minor characters. The writer is a major character. Morudada, Baban, Devohanda, Jeevan, Adivasi old woman, agricultural officer, officer in charge of Adivasi Mahamandal at Kasa, all are minor characters. Students, let's see one by one all the characters. The writer, major character. Venkat Iyer quitted his job as a project manager at IBM in 2004 to live on his organic farm in Pet Village. He practices organic farming on his land in Pet Village. He believes that the use of most pesticides can harm the growth of plants and crops. So, he insists on organic farming. He strongly determines the use of traditional methods to grow Deshi crops in order to nurture the soil and brings a balance in nature. He took many efforts to find out the traditional seeds of Kasbai. Students, let's see minor characters. Morudada. Morudada was a broker who helped the writer in all farming activities. He helped the writer to get the land and advised him to sow moog in the farm. Next character, Baban. Baban was a farmer who helped the writer to find out Kasbai. Next minor character, Devuhanda. Devuhanda was an ex-sarpanch of the village Dhanivari. He was a greying old man wearing a cap. He had acres of land, a huge house, and a large family. He mentioned his fond memories of Kasbai. Next character, Jeevan. Jeevan was an assistant of the sarpanch of Asarvari village. He gave company to the writer into the sleepy hamlet of Boripada because the writer was not very fluent with local dialect. He interacted with the old woman and gave information to the writer. Next character, Adivasi old woman. A wrinkled old woman lived in Boripada. She never left Boripada and never heard of Pet Village. Agricultural officer had a helping nature. He suggested latest varieties of hybrids and offered some hybrid varieties free of cost for a trial. Officer of Adivasi Mahamandal at Kasa had a deep knowledge of rice varieties and remembered Kasbai rice. Students, let's see summary of the lesson, the first crop. The author wanted to live on his organic farm. So, in 2004, he left Mumbai and went to Pet village in Palghar district of Maharashtra. A few months later, he bought a suitable land with the help of the broker Morudada. The author wanted to learn farming, so he started reading books about organic farming and learning farming techniques. But Morudada advised him the season was right for sowing moong and the best seeds were available in Surat. Immediately, he went to Surat and bought around 10 kilograms of moong. He quickly planted the moong all over the land with the help of Morudada. Very soon, he was on the field tilling, sowing, watering, weeding. A few days later, he was standing in the middle of moong crops with green pods hanging from them. It was just before sunrise. The sky was turning a bright orange. The ground was damp and the leaves were shining with dew. The author was walking barefoot in his lush green field of moong, inspecting the plants. Around him there were rows of chiku trees and below were the leaves of the moong plant. The moong plants, not more than 2 feet tall, with the green pods having a light fuzz on them. He witnessed the beauty of nature at the farm. He felt very happy because he was witnessing his first crop and couldn't believe that he owned such a beautiful land. The author and Morudada overjoyed to see tiny green leaves of moong. Morudada wanted to spray some pesticides on the plants for more production. The writer disagreed with Morudada because he did not want to spray any pesticides on the plants. He believed that the use of more pesticides can harm the growth of plants and crops. So, he insisted on organic farming. He wanted to grow them organically and also wanted to test the land's fertility for future production. He believed that crops won't be so healthy and good if we use chemical pesticides and fertilizers. The writer insisted on using traditional methods of grow deshi crops in order to nurture the soil and bring a balance in nature. At the end of harvest, the author had grown 300 kilograms moong instead of using chemicals. This shows that it was possible to get a good harvest if we left nature and allowed things to grow naturally. As a farmer, the writer's first crop was moong. Students, let's see some new words from the lesson and their meaning. Lush. Lush means growing very thickly and well. Gingerly means very cautious or careful. Foliage means the leaves of a tree or a plant. Fuzz means a covering of short, thin, soft hairs. Exhilarated means very happy. Harakiri. Students, harakiri means a formal way of killing yourself by cutting open your stomach with a sword. Moral booster means anything that serves to increase moral encouragement. Thank you.